This is going to be an exercise spec for comparing fractions number 1, Common Core Standard, because I know you are interested in 3.nf.3. So for this first type of problem, there's actually going to be two comparing fraction exercises. The first one is just going to give slightly simpler problems. So we would first lay out the problem as follows, where we would say something such as 3/4 and kind of leave this operator blank, and 2/4 and give the options of greater than sign, less than sign, or the equal sign. For this one, we really don't need the none of the above or the other options. And for this first type of comparing fractions number 1, you would literally only have a couple different classes of problems, and we would actually keep it pretty simple. So it would either fit under this type where it's the same denominator and different numerators, or we would have another type of problem, which let me just write it over here. So you could also have the same numerator and man, I cannot write with this pen, and different denominators. So it could be the class of this. Obviously, you don't put the variables here, but use the same number on the numerator and different numbers on the denominator. This problem right here is the equivalent of the same denominator. We might also have a problem of the class where it's actually same number over 1. And finally, we might have a fraction of the class where it is just double or some multiple of the fraction. So it would be 2x over 2y compared to x over y. So just so I'm clear here, I know you understand the math, but this is a class of comparing fractions with the same denominator. So you would just pick three numbers, a y, x, and a z, and you put it in a formula that looks something like that, and it would give you a fraction of this nature. You might have a class of problems with the same numerator, so this example of this one would be, 2/3 compared to 2/4. Same numerator, different denominators. You might have a class like this, which would be something just saying what is 3 divided by 1 compared to 3, and obviously the answer there is that it is equal. But you could change it up if we wanted to, so 3 divided by 1 compared to 4. And then finally, you might have a class of a fraction where it's literally just a multiple of it, so it would be something like, let's compare 2/4 with 1/2. And again, this one would be equal. So I apologize, I scribbled all over this without using the nice nifty colors. I don't even know how you change the colors on this thing. Well, anyway, so the hints for this would be graphical. I mean, this is literally the beginning of understanding what fractions are. So let me see if I can draw that. So you would just draw the fraction and kind of shade in the size of the fraction. So this is dividing by 4, so draw a pie with 4 pieces, shade it in, and for the 2/4 you would draw something that looks like that, and the hints would say that obviously this is more than this, therefore the symbol is the greater than symbol. So that is comparing fractions number 1. Actually, let me make another video which will show you comparing fractions number 2.